they could do, and Pavel then took the ball and bowled his, well, I would call them hand grenaders, and they definitely have some snow on it when they land. But you never know what happens to these bowlers. If he's on the stumps and he's got this flight, then anything can happen. And he didn't get hit for 6.
He didn't. He was the only bowler in the 10 overs that didn't go for 6, as we see the leauge opener there. Taranjeet Singh, to me, he's been their best player with the bat. He's shown an ability to hit the ball all around the ground. Now, he's going to open the batting with their keeper, Satwik Nadagodla. So that's the story so far. But yeah, as you say, Phil Pavel, Florian, it was an interesting range of reactions around the cricket world. And we remind everybody that these are club teams. These are not franchises. These are homegrown club teams. All these players reside in their countries which they are representing. And this initiative to grow European cricket with the European Cricket League and to have the game exposed in all these different, sometimes non-traditional playing cricket countries, it's a fantastic opportunity for them. And furthermore, with the Romanian team, they have some regulations there that there must be at least one Romanian-born player in their team. And in the spirit of the game, they've elected to keep Pavel in the team. And it was great to see him at the bowling crease yesterday. What a character. It's Mohamed Imran to open the bowling from the Las Lomas end. This is day 3, match 13 of the European Cricket League. The playoff for 7th place. Jandra Brescia in the field against Cluj, the Romanian champions. 10 overs per side, 60 deliveries. So strap yourselves in wherever you may be watching across the planet. It's time for some action.
Completely different weather conditions and a new pitch. So it's definitely a new situation. Do you think that batting is now a disadvantage?
I think it's always a bit awkward early on if you've got the bat in hand because you're not quite sure what that ball's going to do off the surface. My feeling is it'll be a little slower. Perhaps a little bit of what we call tennis ball bounce.
Datang
And
basket.
the ball almost kind of
Kuceralam
sticking in the wicket
katana kaya.
perhaps.
Dalam
So
apa sih?
already now
Dia
the
pangguli
DJ has
pasal
counted
jadi
down
dalam.
and we're ready for the 7th place playoff. Mohamed Imran there. Good start as he picks up shies at the stumps. Taranjeet
Kasih faham.
have a few issues between the wickets in some earlier games. It's called byes by the umpire, but I think it'll go down as a leg bye. As that ball, you see there Mohamed Imran almost bowling the ball in an off-cutter way and the ball biting off the surface, and that's what we talked about.
He had some glove on there, so he actually hit it.
Well, yeah, it was called, it's now been called leg byes, so he's made 2 decisions, and in my opinion, perhaps neither of them were correct, but doesn't matter. 1 to the score, and that's all that matters. Next ball again, an off-cutter, outside off stump. Satwik Nadagodla pushes away from the back foot. And that's the first run off the bat. He'll be happy to be off the mark. Satwik Nadagodla. Some of my friends in Australia said they had some admiration for him as they were chasing a huge score. He ended up on about 27 of 24 balls in the 10 overs, batting through the innings, but there wasn't much he could do in that game. As Drew thoroughly outclassed them in their final group match. This is Taranjeet again on strike. This time seam up from Mohamed Imran.
Imran bowled particularly well against St. Petersburg. He got 2 wickets, only 7 runs in his 2 overs, so that was spectacular. So and now as well, he's doing a good job there.
Yeah, and clever bowling as well, summing up the conditions, not putting too much pace on the ball early, just trying to use some variation and seeing what this pitch is going to do. Imran in, and Taranjeet steps across to the offside and flips it off his legs through mid-wicket. The first boundary of the day, and Cluj, the Romanian champions, are up and running.
Like that off his pad. Very nice shot indeed, and found the gap. 4 runs.
That'll be an immense confidence boost for Taranjeet. And we see Hassan Ahmed, the keeper in the first 3 games, moving across now to the shortened wicket position to cut that shot off. So an extra man on the onside. Mohammed in again, pushed away defensively towards our man Fiaz Ahmed. And isn't there some love around the world for the fridge? Number 97 on his back. And Fiaz Ahmed, I met him in the restaurant last night. He was kind enough to spend a couple of minutes with me. And he's enjoying his ECL experience. Last ball of the over. This is up in the air and over the mid-on fielder. Zainul Abdeen thought he had a chance for a second, but the ball sailing over his head and all the way to the boundary for 4. So after 1 over, Cluj are none for 10.
Well, the fielder there in no man's land, not on the boundary and not in the circle. That's usually not where you're supposed to be.
Well, it's an interesting point you make there, Phil. We talked about infielders and their positioning yesterday, whether they're right back on the circle, conceding the one, or whether they perhaps push in a bit, hopefully to cut off the single and put some more pressure on the batsman with a dot ball. So that time Zainul Abdeen just cheating, coming in about 5 metres there to perhaps try and save the single, but the ball looping over his head. Now I like this guy, Zahid Chima, who's going to take up the attack from the Las Lomas end. For those of you at home, there is a big breeze today. You see the umpire there taking off his hat. It's right to left on your screen. Coming out of the east. And Chima in to bowl his first ball. And he's bowled! Zahid Chima! It was pitched up, nipped back a bit off the surface, and Satwik Nadigodla could not do anything about that. The ball hitting the seam, nipping back, middle and off out of the ground. And Philip Buckstad, what a start for Chima.
Yes, absolutely. First ball, he used the facilities and he knocked the stumps out. What a great ball. I mean, there's not much you can do, especially if you're facing the first ball to a new bowler. You still have to check him out a little bit. And the first ball is always crucial. If that's perfectly bowled, then there's little he can do. But of course, he again played a cross-batted shot. And so, yeah, we can also give some... we can give some credit to Chima, but we also have to see that the batsman made a mistake there.
Yeah, well, it probably was, Phil, as you say, and T10, Ryan Campbell, our co-commentator, calls it 63 hits, but very difficult for the batsman in that circumstance. It was a good ball. Credit to the bowler for me. It was perfectly pitched. Just had the seam upright and cut back a little bit off the wicket. And haven't we seen some stumps flying here in the inaugural European Cricket League? Vasu Saini is the new batsman. Defensively pushed into the onside. Chima picks it up. Shies at the stumps. But he's off the mark. Vasu Saini, Indian born, met the love of his life in Romania when he was studying. They ended up getting married in India. Now they live in Romania full time. So just reminding everybody at home, these are genuine European cricketers. They are a club, and what a journey they've had together over the past year as they have gone through the qualifying stages and earned the right to display their cricketing talent in front of the world. Next ball from Chima, pushed away on the offside by Taranjit. So Taranjit, a signal to go with his 2 boundaries in the first over. He moves along to 9. Yeah, so Vasu Saini, Saharanpur, India is where he was born. We know we have a lot of Indian viewers enjoying the ECL, as we do all over the world in all sorts of countries, the cricket playing countries you might expect, but also all sorts of other countries across the world. And nips back, definitely some pad in it. Nipping back, catching him on the pad, but doing too much. I think it was heading down the leg side, also perhaps a little bit high, as we see on the replay, thanks to NEP.
Yeah, it was a little high. So the umpire
making the right decision. The umpires have been very good in this tournament. Been very impressed with the standard. most of the time. Next ball, standard deliver from Taranji. A little bit of width outside off stump from Chima. But with the one ball to go in the second over, the score at 13. And Phil, we've talked about the importance of the power play, the first 3 overs, where only 2 outfielders are allowed outside the circle for the fielding team.
Yeah, they used it in the first over. Now this is a much better over for pressure.
Last ball of the over. Chima. Pushed away off the back foot. Some hesitation. Saini was slow to get going. And Taranjeet will take the single to mid-off and keep the strike. And after 2 overs, the score is 14 for 1.
Yeah, taking a quick single is always a good way to put pressure on a fielder, and there you saw the misfield, and there we've got him again. Pavel Florin waiting for his.
Would we like to see him out there with the bat? I bet he could hit him a long way if he got hold of one. Pavel, the bodyguard, isn't immune to a gym session. Young Pavel. He's not that young, he's 40. Can you believe it? Only took up cricket
8 years ago.
8 years ago when he was 32. Fell in love with the game and he just loves cricket, the Romanian. Down the leg side, Imran, and gets away from the keeper. Unfortunate there for Situl Mirza in his first game behind the stumps in the spectacles. He almost lost him there as it bounced a second time just before him. Now that goes down as 5 wides. It's a wide for being behind the batsman. You see there, just an awkward bounce, never easy as the wicket keeper looks around. So 5 runs and that ball will have to be re-bowled. And he's bowled! Taranjeet
Plays it
on to the stumps. It was short outside off stump. He was a little bit early through the stroke, and I think the pitch playing a part there again. Not really coming through at the same pace as yesterday, and he'll be very disappointed as he departs, bowled by Mohammad Imran for 10 of 9 balls. So, disaster strikes, and it's 19 for 2.
Yeah, you tried to hit it onto the onside. Probably the cut shot would have been the better shot to play. And I think it was a little bit slow, so didn't quite pick that up.
And we've talked a lot about the standard, and there's a lot of talk about the standard of this tournament, but one thing's for sure, we've seen some serious cricketers here in the European Cricket League. The skills here of Mohammad Imran with the ball, summing up the conditions and just making subtle variations to his seam bowling. Occasionally, he's rolling his fingers on the ball and off cutaway. Occasionally, he's keeping the seam upright and trying to get a bit of extra bounce out of the pitch that way. So we've seen some good skills with back ball and in the field. And Phil, we've seen so many direct hits in the field. It has been of a professional standard. So the new batsman is Siva Periawa. This one gets through the keeper again. And over to forget for Situl Mirza as it went through him for 4 byes. So Situl Mirza, he's got the spectacles on. He might want to check the prescription as he's standing perhaps a little bit too far back for mine. With a little bit of less pace in this field, you have to set yourself up as a wicket keeper in the correct position. And he is looking for somewhere to hide at the moment. It's very difficult as the wicket keeper. You're always in the game. Mohammad Imran. Well bowled. Periawa on the front foot defending.
Well, almost half of the runs are extras now.
Yeah, well, we've seen 5 wides. We've seen 9 extras this over alone with 5 wides and 4 byes. And I was having a good chat to Rauf Zaman, the Catalunya wicketkeeper last night. Wicketkeepers just love to talk to each other about wicketkeeping. We're kind of the nerds of the game, if you like.
Sounds like an interesting conversation.
Oh, look, it was. He's a great guy, Rauf. Shout out to him if he's watching the telecast. Periawa drives. Half a chance for a run out. Shy of the stumps. And it was Situl Mirza who was
making up for it.
Yeah, well, his heart was in his mouth there. I think if another one went through his legs, he'd probably walk off. But Mohammad Imran Putting in a good effort here this over. He's 1 for 15 with 2 balls remaining in his allocated 2 overs. Some of the running has been a little bit lackadaisical at times in this tournament. Masussaini rocks back and pulls that one behind square for 4 runs. An excellent shot. What look at us from Masussaini. And so Cluj, in a very entertaining power play, moved along to 28 for 2 with 1 ball remaining. They would be reasonably happy considering they've lost the 2 wickets. They're still able to score at somewhat of a rate approaching 10 and over. Last ball of the power play. Or is it, as it's down leg side and called wide by the umpire? Sibtul Mirza able to get across to that one. And he's also, interestingly, got the captain at first slip beside him, Ali Zaid. The Alan Border of the Italian team, if you ask me. Again, biting off the pitch, an off-cutter, getting some extra bounce. Mohammed Imran will finish with 1 for 21 of his 2 overs. And after 3 overs, the score is 30 for 2.
Yeah, coming back to Pavel Florin, he actually mentioned yesterday that in 6 years' time, his team will have an own ground and they will win this tournament. What do you think? I mean, there's so much culture in a country like Denmark or Holland. Do you think they stand a chance even in 6 years?
Absolutely, and we've seen it with countries like Afghanistan. Phil, it seems like not that long ago, only a few years ago, they were playing in the ICC Division 5 or 6, playing against the Cayman Islands and all sorts of things. But all you need is the right
That's where you got your money.
People. That's right, that's where I stash it. You just need the right group of passionate people about cricket. And people like Pavel Florin are the people that grow cricket all around the world, and they should be applauded. New bowler Mohammed Iqbal, leg spin, down the leg side, Sibtul Mirza. And I tell you what, I know the feeling. You come out first thing in the morning, perhaps miss a couple behind the stumps. You feel like everyone in the world is looking at you.
Well, they are.
Well bowled by Iqbal this time, pushed away defensively behind point. But yeah, as we said, you're exactly right, Phil. The difference with poor Sibtul Mirza is there are literally millions of people with their eyes on him right now. So he'll be looking to atone for that and perhaps take a good stumping or a good catch. That's a lot better there from the keeper. Playing a miss from the batsman, Periowa. Good start here from Mohammed Iqbal. Oh, and again, strike 2 as that ball spins away from the right-hander. And you see here what Mohammed Iqbal is trying to do. If you're new to cricket, he's spinning the ball actually out of his wrist, rolling his wrist on the ball, getting that spin right to left on your screen. One of the most skillful things in cricket if you can do it right. And again, it's full and outside the off stump. In baseball, that's out, Phil, because 3 strikes you're out. And Periowa missing out 3 times outside the off stump. This time a full toss, gets it on the full. And again, just the single. Periowa disappointed he couldn't do more with that. He just walks the single in the style of Arjuna Ranatunga, thinking about what he could have done with that delivery. He wanted to send that one over the spectators' tents. We haven't had a Maximo yet, Phil.
Looking forward to it.
Well, Mr. Maximo's queued up and ready to go as Iqbal comes in. The last ball of his over. It's cut away behind point. Fielded by the fridge. And at the end of the over, it is 34 for 2. Good over there from Mohammed Iqbal, only 4 runs conceded.
Well, he has considerably good pace, and he also spun it. So that was that was the major effect that it had on the batsman. The first ball, he almost got bowled around his legs. What can you do against balls that can bowl you around your legs? Because it could be a wide, or it hits your leg stump.
It was a tough one, isn't it? I mean, the rule one for the batsman, you have to protect your stumps. So if you do feel it's going to spin around your legs, you do have to try and hit the ball away, or at least get some pad on it. Of course, if the ball hits the outside leg stump, should be no danger of the LBW. Now this is the skipper, Ali Zahid, right arm off spin, over the wicket, hit away by Saini. Full toss to start. Now if we can get a good shot on Ali Zahid, it does remind me of Alan Border circa 1989 Ashes, for any Australians watching. He's got the moustache, he's got the teapot. When he's not happy, you know about it, Ali Zahid. This one is wide outside off stump, ball to wide. And he just doesn't give much emotion, Ali Zahid. Just kind of the passive-aggressive body language as he thinks might be an issue with the ball. Yeah, Alan Border always had the teapot, hands on hips. The sugar bowl it might be, but he let the fielders know when he wasn't happy as Zahid in again. It spins back prodigiously to Siva Perialwa. Cut away behind point for a single. So after a promising start, then seen the boundaries dry up. You see there, you've got AB, now we've got ZA. Ali Zahid, AZ, say. As Saini comes down the wicket, it's up. It looks like it hit the rope. It's the Maximo. 6 runs to Vasu Saini as he went down the pitch. And I actually know, because we measured it, exactly how far that was, and that was a 58-metre hit. This one back and pulled away over mid-wicket boundary, back to back, Maximo! Vasu Saini getting the Romanian innings going with back-to-back sixes over the boundary, over the fence. So just what the doctor ordered for Cluj. They moved on to 49. Good comeback there from the skipper. He gives nothing away, but ordinarily, but Ali Zahid disappointed to go for back-to-back Maximos with 1 ball remaining. Wide, could be out. Sharp bit of work that time from Siptil Mirza. It was called a wide, but as the batsman looked to approach the centre of the wicket, shuffling down Saini on the charge, the bowler pushing the ball wider of off stump, a clever ploy to perhaps trade a wicket for a wide. Sharp work there by Siptil Mirza, confidence builder for him, but Saini able to scramble back to his crease before the bails were removed. So last ball of the 5th over. Back towards the batsman, and they'll get through for a single as Chima does the fielding. That's the end of the over, and after 5 overs, the halfway point, Cluj are 51 for 2.
Yeah, it's always, you can always have expensive bowlers in your team because you can give them stick as a captain, but if the captain himself is going for a couple of runs, then it's a very, very uncomfortable situation as a skipper.
Well,
I've had this.
Phil, I know I've seen you bowl yourself before in some of the games that we've played socially against each other, and in my opinion, you bowl yourself an over too long, which is 1 over. But Mohammad Iqbal comes in for his 2nd and final over of leg spin. Fly to delivery. Well bowled there by Mohammad Iqbal.
And Siptil Mirza, the keeper, is running after every single ball now. He
is. He's racking up possessions. Don't you worry about that. And again, we're talking about the cricketing skill on display. Leg spin, most difficult arts in cricket. Mohammad Iqbal bowling beautifully here over the wrist as he bowls short. Cut away, but out. Caught at backward points. So Siva Perialwa was indifferent there to the short delivery outside off stump. He rocked back, didn't get it in the middle, a thick outside edge. and backward point, getting the job done. So Periawa unfortunately caught by Muhammad Imran. Bowled Muhammad Iqbal for 3 off 9, and Periawa, the Romanian snail today, unfortunately, chewing up some balls, not really getting going. He did his best for his team though, but that's the main thing. And with the aid of a few extras, the run rate is still acceptable. But a wicket which possibly breaks the game open for Brescia.
Gaurav Mishra is the new batsman. In the long versions of cricket, you always, after like 1, 2 or 3 overs of dot balls, you get a bit depressed. In this format, even after 2, 3 very good balls, very good deliveries, you tend to start making mistakes because you need to score runs.
Very excellent point there from Philip Barkstad. The first ball is left watchfully by the new batsman, Gaurav Mishra. And you're exactly right there, Phil. In this form of the game, you feel bogged down even after 1 dot ball or 2 dot balls. The longer forms, you have longer periods to bat, be watchful and pick your moments. This is a full toss, patted back, great fielding there. Just using the collarbone. Saving the hands for later in the day was Muhammad Iqbal. And been a very good over for him. And we talked about the cricket right to left on your screen. Wider though, and of course, you can bet. Give the guy a rap and comes back with probably his worst deliveries. That one's called wide outside off stump. But Muhammad Iqbal with 2 to come in his spell, keen to close it out. A bit short, almost a replay of the dismissal as the ball nutmegs the fielder there at point. That was the skipper, Ali Zahid, as that one went through his legs. Luckily, there was a fielder behind him at deep point. Ali Zahid, what a character. Charlie Chaplin, very deadpan with his expressions. Last ball, Muhammad Iqbal 1 for 7 with a ball to go in his 2 overs. Takes it on, it's up in the air. It'll fall safely though. The batsman crossed for 1. Zainul Abdeen rockets in a throw. It was tight there at the non-striker's end, but Gaurav Mishra was able to make his ground. So 2 runs.
And Zainul Abdeen with a great fielding there. But the batsman just made it for 2 runs.
So 56 for 3 to score after 6 overs. Muhammad Iqbal finishes with figures of 1 for 9. They're really, really good figures in this form of the game where we've seen, I think 11 and over has been par in this tournament so far. So let's take our hat off to Muhammad Iqbal. Great display of leg spin bowling. Very little loose stuff for the batsman to go after. So the new bowler from the Las Lomas end is Zainul Abdeen. I can't remember him bowling in the earlier games. And so Zainul Abdeen, probably most famous for spilling a catch when he heard me calling his name under the commentary box position earlier in the week. Really spooked him. But Zainul Abdeen bowling left arm over the wicket. This breeze will assist him swinging that ball back into the right-hander. So Mishra to face. First ball's pitched up, driven but not timed by the batsman. The inside half of the bat for a single.
Didn't quite hit that, and if he plays it on, hits his wicket, it's gone. But they need these batsmen now.
Oh, that's right. Well, Vasu Saini, he's the key to the innings for me now. He's 25 off 13 balls. Last great hope for the Romanians. Wide outside off stump. Watch the helmet. Watch the helmet, Siptul. It's just the wide. That's all right. Well, I'm just helping out my little keeper. He's right down in front of us and with his short boundaries. I know he heard me.
Nobody.
They'll get through for 1 extra. Was that 2 wides? 2 wides there. One for the wide. And look at this. That'd just sum it up, wouldn't it, for Mirza?
It would have been 5 runs if it had.
Would have been 5 penalty runs, so it would have been 7 for the ball, and it doesn't even count.
But we have a commentator coach up here to help them out.
It's okay. Looking after my mate there. As it's short outside off stump. Cut away in front of point to extra cover. So zone 11, a little bit dangerous at times with the ball. He's getting on. Perhaps a little bit short that time. I was zone.
And Zaini goes.
Right, well, I hope I'm wrong there, but definitely Zaini, the established batsman, as that ball went high into the sky. With a bit of cloud cover today, it wasn't an easy catch. It's very easy to lose that brand new Kookaburra white ball in the sky. But the fielder showed some good composure. It was Ali Usman there at long on. So well done to him. And that's what I love about this European Cricket League. You never know what you're going to see. And we see Usman there on the screen. Just telling everyone, it's a little bit tough there, but I kept my cool. And so, confidence booster for Resha. The new batsman, Rajendra Pizal. Well, I might take back what I said, Phil, because we've seen Pizal clear the boundary more than once in this tournament. Into the second half of the innings now, only 3.5 overs remain in the innings. So, Gaurav Mishra want to get going. It's 3 off 5. Short and hit back just over the bowler. It was a mistimed pull shot. Hit him high on the bat and just looped. Seemed to be in the air forever as Zainal Abidin. He was coming down as the ball went up. As you see here in his follow through, he was trying, just looping over the stumps at the bowler's end for 1.
If you're in your follow through, it's very, very hard to catch these balls.
That's right, because you're moving off the pitch, of course, so having to change direction is very difficult. Well bowled, and again on the second bounce to the keeper, Mirza. Might just have to have a word with him between overs. And I think, yes, Muhammad Iqbal saying perhaps stand a little bit closer, it's not carrying. There's the man there. Siptul Mirza gets his opportunity behind the stumps today. We'd love to see him get a dismissal. Your luck can change in an instant, cricket. This is worked off the pads by Pizal, just in front of the umpire at square leg. That's the end of the over. It's 62 for 4.
Yeah, so 2 new batsmen in the crease. So what will they be able to come up with? We're at 62 for 4 with Singh 10 runs, and of course Basu Saini 25 runs.
Well, we've got 2 fairly new batsmen at the crease. Aaron Chandrasekharan, the skipper, he can bat. Muhammad Ahmed as well has shown that he is an all-rounder. And our man, Pavel Florin. And definitely talk a bit more about Pavel as the day goes on, but it's the skipper. He swung himself around to the Lasakasias and Ali Zahid. This one straight up in the air. AZ under and spills it. Ali Zahid off his own bowling. It's the first bit of emotion I've seen as AZ, the Alan Border of Italian cricket. He was up in the air. He made a few metres round to his left, and the day keeps getting worse for the Italian skipper. The next ball up in the air, dived away behind point. Perhaps another half a chance. 1 run to Gaurav Mishra. Tell us how you're enjoying the action here in the European Cricket League. Follow us on Facebook, European Cricket League. Give us your thoughts. Never seen anything like this in cricket in my time anyway, Phil.
No.
All action all the time as the next ball cut away out to a deep point. Ali Zahid. Who could you blame, Phil, when you're the captain?
You can't really blame anyone.
We love that up here.
But it's not his day, I mean.
Look at it, he's on, no. The moment when it spills out of the hands. Next ball. Mishra pushes away. Fielder charging in, but misfields Muhammad Imran. So, hats off though. I mean, wicket's not as important here, probably reducing runs, the name of the game at this stage of the innings. So it's Hopefully not that costly for Zahid. This is a delicate shot behind point, dabbed away to the left as the third man who's in the circle. Another single, so for all we've said, there hasn't been a boundary this over. And with only just over 2 overs remaining in the innings, Romanians really have to start taking the attack to the Russian team. And he tries this time, looks to be stumped to me, and well done there for the young man, Sixel Mirza, as that ball was flighted wide of the off stump.
So he got his wicket after all, the skipper, and of course, the keeper, Siptul Mirza. How happy are you for him now?
That is the universe realigning for me, Philip Bakshtat, as Ali Zahid gets a wicket stumped by Siptul Mirza there. Clever bowling, as he saw the batsman coming through and wide. What was Siptul Mirza thinking at this point? And Mishra not even getting back behind the line and having a little chat there to Muhammad Iqbal.
Oh, he's all happy now again.
What a moment for the young man, though. Siptul Mirza. It's a wonderful experience to be able to play cricket on a global telecast. And this group of cricketers have been together, in some cases, years to get to this moment. And they're playing because they love the game. The game doesn't have a high profile in the countries which are represented at this year's European Cricket League. It's great to have them here as Zainal Abdeen will continue. Over number 9 will be out of your hits. They're looking for a second run, but is it there? The throw comes in. And do you want action? Gaurav Pizzal, we always had 2 run-outs in the one ball as it was cut away behind points. The shy came in. Originally from Zahid Chima, but he missed the stumps. That definitely would have been out. The batsman scrambled for a second, and again, a direct hit would have found Pizzal short. So, what entertainment we have here at the ECL. This is up, it's high, it's miles in the air. The fielder's underneath and takes it. What a good bit of fielding there. That was off the middle of the bat, but straight up. Rajendra Pizzal holds out. So Zainal Abdeen gets his second wicket. And the Romanians lose another one. They've now fallen to 69 for 6. Ali Usman again with the catch at long on. He's done very well to hold on to the 2 chances that have come his way. Very composed, showing some professionalism there as he just impacted the ground with his knees. Nice soft hands. No chance of the ball spilling out. So Ali Usman showing some world-class fielding skills there. That ball was really, really high. It was up in the Spanish clouds. But Ali Usman, take a bow. This is the captain, Aaron Chandrasekaran, to the crease. Short, off the thigh pad for a leg by.
Now it's Satbir Gill, who is the new batsman.
Pardon me. Yes, it is Satbir Gill and Aaron Chandrasekaran, of course.
So they need some runs on the board now. They need to take risks. They still have Pavel Florin out there.
Well, wouldn't we love to see the bodyguard get to the crease? He's listed to come in next. This is defended away. Picks up and throws. You better back up, Ali. Still thinking about his catches. They're going to go. There's a big mix-up here. And Siptul Mirza, he's built it. I don't believe what I'm seeing, Philip Bakshtat. I thought about Mirza was back in the game after the stumping, and that ball came in. The second was never on. I've almost jumped out of the commentary box as that ball came on the one bounce and skipped off the pitch to Siptul Mirza. Oh, my word. That was incredible. He just snatched at it. He had a little bit of time. Get a replay of this up. There's time. Oh, they went for one. Zainal Abdeen a bit undisciplined throwing, if you ask me, in the first place. And they tried to run. And Satbir Gill, not even in the frame. Keeper taking his eye off the ball. The next ball's up. It's in the air. Sliced away over third man. The chase is on, but it'll beat Mohamed Iqbal to the boundary. And that's 4 runs. Oh, I think someone has to come out and settle me down, Phil, because...
You need an oxygen mask.
Oh,
But
I thought he was back.
But I would
Mirza.
actually like the organization team to organize us some windows here and to close up the commentary box. Not only because of the wind, but because you're distracting the fielders. They're looking up here.
He heard me. He took his eye off the ball. It would have been another moment for him. Oh, I give up. This is Xavier Gill pushing away off the back foot. It's a point.
He's taking risk, you know.
Well,
Gill is doing something now.
Oh, I love this cricket. It's like nothing I've ever seen. Nothing you've ever seen. Something different. Something we can all relate to around the cricket world. And the next man in with the pad, Pavel Florin. Off the feet here, Phil.
You know that his leg is half broken?
Doesn't
you know
like
that?
to talk about it.
Well, I know, but it
does have an issue. He's very shy about it.
Because he doesn't want to moan, he doesn't want to complain, you know. He's such a great, humble character. I met him yesterday. I had a chat. It was amazing.
Made him out as a bit of a tough guy, but he's the nicest guy you'll ever meet in your life. As Shima will continue. I'm totally lost now. It's the last over. Thank goodness, because I just can't settle down. The first ball from Zahid Shima. And this is crazy running. What is he trying here? It's a direct hit, and that is out. Oh, this is even better. Aaron Chandrasekharan. He was very foxy between the wickets. He came back for a second. It was never on. And it just keeps getting better and better. Because this looks like our man, Pavel Florin, like a heavyweight fighter. He's bouncing up and down behind the boundary line. He's ready to enter the field of play. And that's a run out. And Alex, our scorer, thanks to you can keep track of what's going on, my friend, because I'm just way too excited. Ladies and gentlemen, Pavel Florin, internet viral sensation.
Let's have a look at this direct hit. There were so many.
Fielding.
Yeah.
A good bit of fielding. Look, the run was risky, but still had to make the play and put a good throw in either to the bowler or to hit the stumps even better. So Zahid Shima.
And also the fielder that is standing behind the stumps, he has to judge the ball. He has to judge it in terms of, will it hit the stumps or will I have to interfere?
Okay, big ovation for big Pavel Florin, the native-born Romanian player. And if you're at home, get on Twitter, #ThingsPavelDoes. It is trending worldwide. Zahid Shima in a swing and a miss. And with 4 balls remaining, we've got to get the big fella down the other end. Pavel, and you said you interviewed him yesterday, Philip. He just fell in love with the game, and in Romania there is a rule that each team must have a native-born Romanian player, and that is a league rule. Now they don't have to play a Romanian-born player in this league, but they felt that Pavel was part of their team, and that he should be in the playing 11. He was in the spirit of the game and the spirit of the tournament, and so it's great to see him out there in the middle, and what a thrill for him. Shima, this time, it's going to be a single.
Oh, look
Big
how he runs.
Oh, with muscles that big, it can't be that easy. Look, and he doesn't want to talk too much about it, but we're told that he has a leg fracture, and it is heavily strapped. He said there is no way that he is missing this tournament. So Pavel Florin, the crowd giving him a warm ovation here. That left leg, he doesn't bother to take guard with 3 coming. Pavel Florin, the stage is yours. He steps across, outside off stump, wrapped on the pads. Zahid Shima. Now, don't envy Shima's position here because absolutely everybody at this tournament and millions around the world have fallen in love with Pavel Florin. Cricket lovers, non-cricket lovers.
Especially
ladies,
after they heard him.
The ladies.
Especially after they heard him, because he obviously knew that millions of people were knowing about his bowling action. So now, come on.
Florin on strike. He tries to reverse it. How about that? As the throw comes in, and Pavel Florin in some serious trouble as he reverse paddled that ball, and talk about about guts, ladies and gentlemen, in front of millions of television viewers. You come out, and if you love this guy already, could you love him even more? On a broken leg, he scrambles through for his first run in ECL cricket. Oh, I'm speechless. It's the last ball of the innings. The score is 80 for 7. And it's tucked away behind the 45 fielder. Is going to be 4 runs. A nice finish to the innings by Satvir Gill. So the Romanians ending on 84 for 7.
83 for 7, I think. Isn't it? 84?
84 according to our official scorer. I trust Alex. Alex, our English scorer, doing a great job. My right-hand man this week. And you see good sportsmanship there from the Brescia players. They congratulate Florin. An amazing effort. He's the face of cricket in Romania. He's the president of the club. He drives 500 kilometres to his home ground to play his cricket. It's 9 hours through the night, and he said that driving 9 hours during the night and making 14, I think he made 34 actually, not out in 14 overs, was the moment that he knew he could be a good cricketer.
We're gonna hear from him in a minute. Actually, there's only one proper cricket pitch in Romania, so they really have to travel 500 kilometers from Cluj to Bucharest.
That's right, yeah, just a bit north of Bucharest, the Moara Vlasia ground. Beautiful cricket ground actually in Romania. So think about that. For all the people on the internet saying that I should be playing in this, if you're from a more established cricket playing country, would you drive 9 hours for a game of cricket? Very easy in countries like Australia and New Zealand and South Africa and England to find a game of cricket. Florin falling in love with the game and so committed to the sport as we go through the card there for Cluj. It was a promising start as they got 30 in their power play for the loss of 2 wickets. Taranjeet Singh looked to be in good touch, but he chopped onto Mohammad Imran for only 10 runs. Basu Saini was the other contributor for Cluj, but eventually he skied one. It was caught at long on by Ali Usman. From there, mostly single figures. We did have Satvir Gill with a boundary off last ball to move to 13. And the man, Pavel Florin, in one of the moments of the tournament, he got his run. I think for me, one of the most memorable runs in the ECL so far, as he decided he would reverse switch hit, and he was able to get bat on ball. He got one off his 2 balls and scrambled through on a broken leg. So, all action, Philip Buckstart, 84 for 7 confirmed. The target will be 85.
Both balls he faced were pretty unorthodoxly played. And let's have a look at the highlights of this inning.
So, Cluj, after winning the toss and electing to bat, Taranjeet Singh finding the middle of the bat, stepping across.
They were off to a good start.
It was a good start there from Taranjeet, but Satwik Nadagotla lost a couple of the pegs. A good start there. That was the first ball from Chima, knocking him out of the ground. Then Taranjeet, the big key to the innings for Cluj. Just not judging the pace of as they held up off the pitch. No footwork really. He was disappointed to be out for only 10. From there, it was hard going. Saini did his best. Hitting some good shots on Ali Zahid there, back-to-back maximos. Not going up here. That one was high in the sky. And Ali Usman taking the catch. Very safe hands he showed at long on. Ali Zahid then had this sky ball. One of the moments for me, off his own bowling, he spilt it. The skipper, no one to blame, but it came back well as Siptal Mercer, who had a very eventful day behind the stumps, was able to take his first ECL dismissal with that stumping. And another sky ball. And Ali Usman, again, showing excellent composure to take the catch. That was the second wicket for Zainal Abdin, who bowled very well. Shima came out, and then Chandrasekharan with some running. Slight misfield, but middle stump, if you don't mind, out of the ground. And direct hit. That brought Pavel Florin to the crease. And as Satvir Gill clipping one off his toes of the last 4 innings before. So they made 84 runs off their 10 overs, confirming the target there of 85. That's what Gianluca Brescia from Italy, the Italian champions, will be trying to chase down. And
yeah, we've heard about Pavel Florin now with his 2 reverse sweeps, 1 try and 1 success for a single. And now let's have a look why millions of people were discussing about him yesterday. That was his bowling action yesterday.
Yes, well, Pavel Florin, we said, the score 140 off 8 overs, so why not throw the ball to Pavel? He actually ended up going for less runs than many of his teammates, and he taught himself to bowl. Just confirming this guy, he drives 9 hours during the night to play his cricket. What a thrill for him to come out there. We saw him do it with the ball yesterday, and today, with the most entertaining single I've ever seen in the ECL, reversing it and scrambling through for a single on a broken ankle or a broken leg or something. Is there anything this man can't do? So we were really happy to see him out there, and this is what the ECL is all about.
And there were hundreds of thousands of people obviously talking about his bowling action, and they were saying, hey, what is this, and is this professional cricket? Well, he knew about it, and he saw it on Twitter, on Facebook, on all the social media that he was basically laughed about. And then I met him, and this is what he told me. Here at the European Cricket League at the La Manga Club, you meet a lot of interesting individuals, and I'm here with the president of Cluj Cricket Club, Pavel Florin. Pavel, how did it go so far for you?
It's not very good now because we lost 3 matches, but we earn another things. Good experience for us and for our country and all the lovers of cricket in my city. And
that's very humble of you to say that. That's very nice of you to say that, because I didn't really actually mean the performance on the pitch, but I'm really impressed with your team being here at ECL and actually respectfully performing. It's wonderful to see you playing against some of professional cricketers.
Yes, it's true. We're not professional, and just thinking our field is 500 kilometers at our home. It's very difficult to go and come, go and go 500 kilometers to train and to play. And we the player and the staff, we pay everything.
So you play near Bucharest, but your club is in Cluj.
My club is in Transylvania, in Cluj, and Bucharest is another part of country. It's just one pitch of cricket in our country, and we must go there.
And you only started cricket 8 years ago. How did you become a cricketer?
Yes, I do many sports before, and I like very much the sport. I know every sport in this world. If you ask me about a sport, I tell you. And someday I have practiced with American football team in my town, and see some Indian who training with the bat. And the guys say, I say, guys, let me please bat one time. And these guys, you need one man. And say, oh, you are a natural talent. It was a lie. but I like this lie and go forward.
But you're also playing other sports, and you're actually national champion in which sport?
Yes, I'm a three-time national championship of American football, and as coach, I'm a one-time national championship with the futsal.
Incredible. And I mean, American football, I can see that. You're a, what do you do professionally?
Professionally, I'm a bouncer, and I working in the club, and I work night. Every night I have a team who work in that play and nightclub.
Okay, but I don't have to be scared now, no?
No, because we play cricket. We don't fight here. No.
What do you like about cricket? Because, I mean, exactly this point about fighting, there's only a fight between the ball and the bat, right?
Yes, it's very different. Football and cricket is very different because in football everybody is complaining. Here no, everybody is chill, everybody is fair play. This I like it.
And now you're the president of your club, and you also became a little bit famous because of your bowling action. The captain bowled you because there was a stage in the game when actually nothing was possible anymore. You got so much runs on the board, but you were the only bowler that they couldn't hit a six off. How did it feel to bowl that one over?
It's true. Think about this. I'm not a bowler in my team. I'm how to say? Help me with the word.
All-rounder.
No, all-rounder. No batsman. I'm the guy who come after. This is the word. And they say now is the crease. Pavel, come, help us with this. Maybe someone they say my bowling is not beautiful or not effective or not, but I don't care because I love cricket. And when I bowl like this, I saw that ball is going and take a wicket.
That's all that counts. And sometimes this bowling gets wickets, and that is the most important.
I have in my home when we play another team and we have matches. We have this year some international matches and take 2 or 3 wickets in the match. It's not beautiful, I know, everybody say, but I am a slow bowler. Is the problem with this? I think no.
No, and I definitely don't have a problem with this since you're quite big and no. But one last question: what do you think about the ECL? How did it make you feel to play in this wonderful tournament?
Yes, is my dream and is my colleague dreams, and I think everybody in Romania's dreams here. And I worked for this 2 years for this. I work hard for this to be here, and we won the championship, and we are here. We tried to win, we don't win, but I promise you something. In maybe 6, 7 years after I built a cricket field in my town, we win this competition. I promise you. You see.
Thank you very much for this insight, and this is a big promise, and I hope that we will see you bowling then.
I don't know, but we see. I have increased my skills. This is for sure, but I don't quit.
Thank you very much, Pavel Florin, and now it's back to the game.
And that segment recorded yesterday, Philip Barkstadt, one of the luckiest people in cricket to speak to Pavel Florin. And Phil, you're next to me right now. He just seems like a lovely guy. There was a lot of attention on him as he was throwing the ball at almost an impossible time of the game for the Romanian team. But what was your reaction after meeting him?
Well, when you do an interview, you are focused on what he says, but you can't actually grasp every single word he said. But now, when I saw the interview for the first time, I really got goosebumps. Because what he said is exactly what many European cricketers feel. They are together in a team, they are all together for the love of cricket. There is no religion, there is no race, there is no social difference in cricket. There's only the love for the game, and that's why European cricket is such a great sport.
Fantastic insights there from Philip Barkstadt. Yes, Pavel, he's very passionate about his cricket. He said he fell in love with the game when he saw a game near his American football practice. He's a national champion in American football, a national champion in futsal, and now representing the Romanian champions Cluj at this inaugural ECL. So Pavel Florin, like, check him out. There's memes everywhere in the cricket world, and I think a lot of people, even in the developed cricket playing countries, can relate. For every elite player, there would be hundreds and even thousands of players playing week in, week out at the park. We just love the game, and that's why they play off and picking up their weekends. And so we can all relate to Pavel Florin, a great ambassador for cricket in Romania. So we're very excited for him and the broken leg not going to stop him taking the field for his team Cluj as they come out, and they will be defending their total of 84 runs. Aaron Chandrasekhar and the skipper and Safik Nadakotla behind the stumps, and their bowling options, they have a few. We've got spin options with Paranjeet and Bhattasaini, Rajendra Prasad, also Muhammad Ahmed has bowled well during this tournament. We might see Gaurav Mishra at the crease as well. So 84, not a lot of runs to play with. You've seen pass scores around 120 or more even during this tournament, but this pitch is a little bit tricky. The ball holding up at times. So 8.5 and over required. Brescia, well, they'll be looking for runs probably through the fridge. Up the top, Fiaz Ahmed, I'd be surprised if he doesn't open. Now, he is carrying a slight injury. Ali Usman as well, we saw him fielding. He'd love to contribute with the bat. And in fact, it is Ali Usman who is opening the batting. He'll be facing from the Las Lomas end. It's going to be Gaurav Mishra to open the bowling right up over the wicket. So ECL action, European Cricket League Day 3, wherever you are around the world. Thanks for joining us on the European Cricket Network, and beamed in the living rooms in over 100 countries on YouTube. The first of 5 T10 games today, the culmination of 3 days of thoroughly entertaining cricket. 84 on the board for the Romanians. They're without a win in the tournament. What a fairy tale it would be if they could restrict the Italian team, Jandra Brescia, to under that target. And who'd bet against them, really? The passion of the game. I saw them say in a package before the tournament, we don't always win the games, but we always win the hearts.
Absolutely. And it's going to be interesting to see what they can do without their top batsman, Jaffrey, who was ineligible to play in this tournament because he never actually played.
First ball in swinger, worked away by Ali Usman for a single to open their account. So I thought we might see the fridge at the top of the order, but Ali Zahid, the captain, has decided he's the man for the job. Tell us what you think about that.
Well, I think after that drop catch, he just wanted to take some responsibility now.
You can follow the European Cricket League on Facebook and tell us what you think. We welcome your feedback. It's a full toss, in swinger, hit on the pad. Ali Usman overcommits, a shy of the stumps, and 2 fielders backing up, not past the first, but the second one. The second one was able to make the stop. I saw something during the break of Ali Zahid. There was a comment about the captain having the prerogative to bowl himself whenever he likes. Decided he wants to open the batting as well today. So Ali Zahid taking that one on the body. This is a big swing from Zahid. As it was outside the off stump, swing and a miss. How good is it, Phil? Because I'm not criticising franchise T20 cricket. It's a huge operation around the world and very entertaining. But for something a bit different, genuine clubs of genuine players trying to win for their clubs with their teammates. This is up, it's in the air, it's over cover. The chase is on, but it beats the fielder. That's 4 runs for the first boundary of the day to Brescia.
Yeah, no chance there for the fielder. Well picked up by the skipper on the offside. He seems to be an onside player,
I've lost 2 left in the over. In swing a full toss. Get out to the deep mid wicket. There's a man back, so it'll only be a single. And of course, in the power play, the first 3 overs of the 10 overs, only 2 of the fielding team are allowed outside that 30-yard circle. And they've gone for deep wicket and deep long on, so protecting the side that's wind assisted. Next ball, inside edge onto the pad, to the offside. Rajendra Prasad does the fielding for the Romanians. So a little bit of bat on that. So 1 run. credited to the batsman.
End of the first over, it's 6 for no loss. It's 7 for no loss.
That's right, so 7 off the first over. And the new batsman perhaps next in, might see him up the top. As Marshall Watercooler Saria, the heavy roller as he's known around these parts. I'm sure he can hit a long ball.
Right, come over. I was very impressed with his fielding actually.
He was very good in the field, wasn't he? Also Hassan Ahmed there, padded up. Everyone has to be ready to go on a T10. Wickets can fall unpredictably. As it's going to be Vasu Saini to open the bowling with his medium paces from the Las Acacias end. Saini in for his first ball of the innings.
Wind is getting stronger.
It's picked up a bit, hasn't it? Ali Usman faces mistimed the inside half of the bat. He's dragged to wide mid on, just the single. I'm very interested now also in Ali Zahid, the Italian captain. Getting much emotion out of him the first 2 days. We saw a wry smile for him as he scooped the catch off his own bowling. Looking for someone to blame, but could only blame him himself as he grasped that chance. Did come back well with a wicket though, and a sharp piece of work from the keeper Mirza later in the over. So he's very open there. Ali Zahid. Mosey's down the wicket, a couple of steps, defending out to point. Just cruising through for the run. Just the single.
How many batsmen would you pad up already in a T10?
Well, I think if you're on the batting team, it's almost like you don't need to be told. If you think you might, if you want to bat, you pad up. It gives the captain the hint. Send me in. I'm ready to go. This is up and over. Well timed over point. Maximo.
What a great shot.
Ali Usman. Not an easy shot. Now, the wind is going that way, but there was a fielder back, a deep backward point. So, it was short outside off stump. Vasu Saini just straightened his line a bit there, but it was right off the middle of the bat, and that carried well over the tents. The other side of the pavilion. So, first 6 of the innings for the Italians. Next ball's cut away again. Face the infielder, but there's a man back there. Just the single. So Vasu Saini just straying a little bit with that offside, at a 50-metre boundary with the wind picking up and blasting in that direction. Hard to defend. This is edged wide of the third man, all the way to the boundary for 4 runs.
And the skipper in a better mood now, as the wind is really picking up.
Well, it is.
A few drops as well.
If you, I might need to revise my will up here as it's picking up this scaffolding. I hope it holds. You know, if you don't hear from us, you know what's happened. There's a very, very strong wind up here in the commentary position. Saini. Oh, this one really jumps off the pitch. Bit of extra bounce there. So a bit unpredictable this wicket. We talked about it before, but a pretty good over for Brescia. And they move along to 20 for no loss after 2.
There you can see it's pretty windy, and I hope they consider that we are taking some risk here.
Just scribbling out my will right now. Here, Phil. It's very unusual this time of year. We're not a cloud in the sky the first 2 days. Was there? It was clear skies and very little breeze at all. We do have the information that it's likely to blow over, as currently it's 10 o'clock in the morning in La Manga, Spain. Gaurav Mishra to bowl his second and final over. Usman, fresh off a 6 last over. Cuts back at him. Inside edge onto the pad. That got the tweens up. So that's 1 run. And we see some of the hats of the fielding team. Mohammed Ahmed, his cap blew away now to chase it. Squealing umpire has dispensed with the hat as well. We might need the heavy bails today, Phil. Don't see them very often. They're actually a thing, you know. New Zealand from time to time. Again, it's up, it's in the air, not timed. The bodyguard's after it. One hand, one bounce. He knows the rules. Good bit of fielding there for Pavel Florin. And getting a good ovation from this crowd. So Pavel, half a chance, and imagine if he takes a catch in the field. Wouldn't that be exciting? Is there anything this man can't do? American football champion, futsal champion. Now at the ECL. Ali Usman down the wicket and out. The catch taken. Vasu Saini at mid-off on the edge of the circle. Ali Usman trying to clear him here in the third and final over of the power play, but he couldn't get the elevation. Not in the middle of the bat. And Vasu Saini with very safe hands serve it off. First wicket to the Romanians at 22. It's 22 for 1.
It's not easy to catch the ball above your head.
Good technique there, fingers pointing towards the sky. And he had the look of hope that it would stick to his hands. And the new batsman it is, Harsha Warner-Kulasaria, the heavy roller. Let's see if he can do some damage on this tiny ground of Lamanga of Sri Lankan ancestry with the 23 on his back. And so, crucial time of the game. Anything can happen. There's twists and turns in this T10 format. Most exciting and dynamic format of cricket that I have ever seen. Philip, here's Warner-Kulasaria. Driven the front foot. Infielders deep on the offside. They'll get through for a single.
What I love about these weather conditions is that the game of cricket can change within one day. I mean, this is a completely new game setting.
That's exactly right, Phil. And adjusting the conditions so important. It's a battle between bat and ball, so it's the skipper Ali Zahid on strike.
Oh my God!
Hands hit him on hands. And he's given him. Yeah, I thought that was very close. It hit him on the full. From our position behind the batsman, it looked like it hit him on middle and off.
And the skipper goes.
The skipper on his way back to the pavilion. And look on the replay here. Oh, he's down the pitch a little bit, but it looks to me like that's hitting the stumps. Hit him on middle, it just has to clip him. And the skipper goes AZ, Ali Zahid, LBW to Gaurav Mishra for 11 off 9. And the score is 23 for 2.
Well, sometimes even a full toss can lead to an LBW, as Hassan Ahmad is coming to the field as the new batsman, 41 years old.
41 years young. And if there's an advertisement for cricket, it's that some of these players look a lot younger than their age, if you ask me. As Hassan Ahmad makes his way to the crease, he camped in their first 3 games and gave the gloves to Sintul Mercer today. Wasn't that interesting?
It was absolutely interesting what he did behind the stumps there.
Yeah, I cannot wait to go back to my room and watch that tonight. Last ball of the over, last ball of the power play. Hassan Ahmed's first delivery, so Dad will go for anything too expensive. Gaurav Mishra, last ball of his spell, he's got 2 for 10. It's full and straight. Played back down to the bowler. That's the end of the over. It's 23 for 2. A good spell there from Gaurav Mishra. Who bowled his 2 overs out in the power play, conceding only 10 runs. Two vital wickets for the Romanians.
Yeah, and the game is on. I mean, the current run rate is 7.67, and well, they need to get on top of things if they want to win this. The required run rate is 8.86. There are only 42 balls left where they can score runs off if you're new to cricket. So So 42 balls, and they
Çekin
have to get
izleyelim.
the target of 85
Zaman
runs.
izlenmedi.
That's right.
Aa,
So
bari
4
kar
runs
basıyor
if you're batting
diyeceğim,
by
neden?
reaching the boundary
Çeki,
for
çeki.
4 runs, hitting it over the boundary for 6 runs, or by physically running every time you change ends and reach the other end safely, you get 1 run. So they're the ways to score runs off the bat. As Taranjeet Singh, the off spinner, comes into the attack, and Phil, this game in the balance for mine, a pretty good power play for the Romanians, restricting them to only 23. They actually scored 30 runs in their power play. This is a wild delivery down leg side from Taranjeet. Wayward, spinning further away. A good bit of wicket keeping there. Satwik Nadakola to get down and stop that, making sure there weren't any extras. Again, it's wide down the leg side. Taranjeet Singh, a little bit of a nervous start from him. Wicket keeping again there, not easy for the keeper. Batsman swinging in your face. Third time lucky for Taranjeet as it's spinning back towards him. It's the heavy roller on the front pad. Harshal Wanakula Surya always going down leg side. Have a look at that in the replay. Thanks to our fantastic crew at NEP bringing you the coverage here of the ECL. This one spins again down leg side. Not called by the umpire, so feeling that Wanakula Surya perhaps stepped across.
No.
Normal oldu.
Gave
There
up
was
his
some
right
pad
to the wire.
there.
Hı?
I think a little bit of pad, yeah, perhaps.
Vardı.
So Taranjeet Singh now electing to go around the wicket. And it's wide down the leg side. They'll scramble an extra. So 2 runs added to the total. And Taranjeet, who's bowled very well in the group stages, just shaking his head.
Well, he needed a left-hander.
Well, that's it. Well, perhaps that's what he was thinking. We'll get the left-hander down there. Wouldn't it be funny if he puts this one down leg side after finally dragging the ball to the right every time? It's Hassan Ahmed on strike.
Now the ball is going to spin away.
Yes, we left to right on your screen. This is bottom edged, and it beats the keeper. The chase is on. The captain, Chandrasekharan, will pick it up. Just 1 run. So Taranjeet will have to contend with the right-hander again. We see that on the replay. Just attempting to spin the ball left to right there by flicking the ball out of his fingers. Again, it's wide down the leg side. Taranjeet looks a bit dizzy or something like that, but he's in a bit of trouble. Only conceding singles, but every run precious when you're only defending 84. This one is still leg stump-ish with the line. It's away for 1. Oh, the heavy roller comes back for 2. I've seen everything as the fielders collide on the boundary. So 2 runs for Wanakula Surya. You see that fielding there?
The
Just
mix-up
stepping
there.
around, the step over. Oh, not sure if we have reviews for the third umpire there, but if you're enjoying the ECL, wherever you're watching it around the world. Oh, who can say anything about the Romanians though? Did his best, and the ball stayed in the field of play anyway. Phil?
The run in between.
Oh, it looks like it's been changed now. The ball before. So, as understood now by our team, so the third umpire on the walkie-talkie, just letting the umpires know that is now going to be considered a 4. So it doesn't change anything because Wanakula Surya was on strike for the next ball, anything. So the right decision was made. This is in the air, sliced away into the offside. Saini does the fielding on the boundary, so just a single. That's the end of the over, and it's 35 for 2. And Phil, one of the problems that Taranjeet experienced there was when the ball was called a ball later, he went to motion to the fielder that he wasn't happy, but it happened too long ago, so he's forgotten about it. He went, what you doing? So that was Taranjeet Singh, who is very wayward in that over. Picking up too many wides down the leg side to the right-hander.
You see Pavel Florin constantly cheering up his teammates, constantly clapping and motivating them. He's the president of the club, so that's his job probably.
Well, a job without pay. He does it for the love of it. Pavel. Love his passion for the game. I'm sure that you share it too if you're watching us on the European Cricket Network all around the world. Perhaps watch on YouTube. Hassan Ahmed faces Pizarro, the new bowler. It's hit back to him, misfielded. But they won't get a run. Start the 5th over. And this game is in the balance. It's not as easy as yesterday to score quickly. The pitch playing a few tricks early in the morning here in Spain. This is well bowled by Pizarro, turning it away from the left-handed batsman. 30 years of age. Next one's flighted and driven down to long off for a single. As we see our man there, Pavel Florin, running in to back up the throw. And if you play cricket at an amateur level, I'm sure you know these kind of people around the club. A lot of thankless tasks. He said in the interview with you, Phil, he's not a batter, he's not a bowler. He's the guy when you need something done. He'll do it for you. He'll come next. He'll come after. This is up. It's high. It's in the air. The fielder camped underneath it and taken. So Warner Kulasaria rocking back onto the back foot and skying the ball high into the clouds. He had the height, but he didn't have the distance. The deep mid wicket was camped under it for what seemed like an eternity. So Marshall Warner Kulasaria departs.
That's what two good balls can do in this format.
Yeah, well, he goes for 6, Phil. He was caught by Periawa on the deep mid wicket boundary. But exactly what you said there.
Got impatient.
Building pressure, a couple of dot balls. In this format, the batsman always under pressure to keep that run rate high and to accelerate the scoring. So good reward for Pizarro. I have liked his bowling in this tournament. He's shown good control, good variation, mixing up the pace, not afraid to throw the ball up at times. That time it was a slightly shorter delivery. Kulasaria could not execute the stroke. But it's Hassan Ahmed who goes up and away. Maximo! And 6 runs as the batters crossed on the catch was Hassan Ahmed, the left-hander on strike. It was too short from the bowler.
Un
And
ciao,
away over
e questo viene in
mid-wicket
ciao.
for 6.
And the fielder couldn't quite reach.
Back live now. And that's driven to long off Hassan Ahmed. So the Romanian team, I feel like everyone, if you're a neutral around the world, would be going for the Romanians here as they try and get their first win in the tournament. It's 43 for 3 after 5.
The coordination running between the wickets, I wanted to talk to you about, especially when people like Harsha Kulasaria are on the pitch. The batsmen have to, well, there's a rule that you run on the right, on your right. But there you saw that they almost ran each other over. How often does that happen?
Well, I mean, you do try to run on opposite sides of the pitch as your partner to not get in each other's way. They typically, where the non-striker is determined to that. So we see as the batsman cross over there, Shahrukh Nawaz, the non-striker. The striker will probably try and run the other side of the pitch. This is cracked away off the back foot, all the way out to Saini at deep point. There's a slight misfield, but it won't cost them as the batsmen get through for a single. Yeah, Phil, so I think the running between the wickets, you're right, it's an important skill, an undervalued skill sometimes in cricket. One thing that I always tried to do when I was batting was to look at my partner, try and look at their eyes and read their body language. So I think sometimes today the players call and hope that's enough, but in some of these loud stadiums, you're not really sure of the calling because you can't hear it very clearly. Taranji in again, pushed away, and Nawaz is off the mark. So by looking at your partner and seeing where they are and if they're running or not, that's how you can take your cues with the running between the wickets. to me, two batsmen should never be at the one end if you're looking at your partner. Taranjeet in, is too short and pulled away there by Hassan Ahmed. He's been hitting the ball really nicely as he gives a little bat touch and a bit of bat love to Nawaz, the non-striker. It was too short from Taranjeet, who after bowling very well in the group stages has struggled for control. It's been too short on this occasion, and good placement from the batsman there to get the ball to the boundary. Again, short, whacked away on the offside. Fantastic stop by Muhammad Ahmed there at cover. He's about 20 yards from the bat. Excellent piece of fielding there to save the ball for going for extra runs. Taranjeet Singh, well bowled this time watchfully. Hassan Ahmed lets that one go through to the keeper.
So that's the guy they need to get now, Hassan Ahmed.
Oh, if Hassan Ahmed goes and they lose the fourth wicket, it could be game on for the Romanians. Oh, and a big swing, it was almost there. Satwik Nadegotla whips off the bails. At the end of the over, after 6 overs, 49 for 3. A good comeback there from Taranjeet Singh. There were only 6 runs conceded off that over.
24 balls, and you can see him he's ready to do any job that the captain will ask him to do. He's cheering up all his teammates. What a great man.
He may be the president of Romania by the time he gets home. Pavel Florin, the bodyguard, he is a very popular figure. We talk a lot about the spirit of cricket, and this to me encapsulates it perfectly. It's what the game's all about. It's what sets it apart from other sports. That expression, it's just not cricket. If something's just not quite right, or it's not the right thing to do. As the skipper Aaron Chandrasekaran comes in, a Yorker length ball driven down the ground, and a good bit of fielding there as the long off came all the way around past the stumps. Vasu Saini down there, I think, make an excellent stop. Every run crucial, as you see here on the NEP replay. Getting down to that ball. There's no chance he was letting that past him. These Romanians, so desperate for their first ECL win. Ahmed on strike though, he's the key man for pressure. This is very wide and it's full. It's knocked down by Nadegotla. He got a glove on it. It'll be called a wide. And one extra run by the batsman. So 2 to the score, and that ball will have to be re-bowled.
It's very expensive.
And Nadegotla, good enough to get something on that. Otherwise, that would have raced away to the short boundary for 5 wide. So at least able to keep it to 2. This is down the leg side and wide again. The breeze just pushing that ball from Chandrasekaran down the leg side. This is really getting quite tight for me, Phil. As we head towards the conclusion of this game, this is up, it's high, it's in the air, it's got the breeze, it's going, Maximo! 6 runs to Sharaf Nawaz, showing what he can do. Getting that ball up and over. Chandrasekaran just giving him a little bit of length to work with, and he sends that ball high into the stratosphere for 6. So just what pressure needed to wrest back the momentum. This is quicker. It's up, it's in the air, a chance, but over for a Maximo. Very close to the deep in wicket fielder. It was Periawa up there, not the tallest player. He jumped and did everything he could do, but it was over his head. So back-to-back 6s. And the Romanians really need to do something soon. As the next ball's a full toss. Swung away off the pads to that man, Siva Periawa, on the mid-wicket boundary for 1.
Both batsmen now on 15 runs, so they're in the double figures, and that always means they've got their eye in. So now they have to get a breakthrough. Otherwise, pressure will win this.
Yes, a wicket's crucial. Mini partnership here from Ahmed and Nawaz. The next ball is swung away on the leg side. Nobody in the circle in front of the wicket on the leg side. Goes out to Satvir Gill at Demon wicket for one. But we've seen it before all through this tournament. Just when you think the game's going one way, one ball can change things. So is the skipper the man, Aaron Chandrasekaran. And a big swing from Shahrukh Nawaz. Outside the off stump, attempting to hit across the line. End of 7 overs. It's 67 for 3 with 18 required off the last 3 overs.
And Chandrasekaran just went for 18 runs, so you see how little time is needed to actually get the runs, but sometimes you just can't get the ball to go to the boundary, and then it gets tough suddenly. You lose a few wickets and the game changes completely.
That's right, restricting the rate builds pressure on the batsman at the crease. They need to run a ball, so on paper, you'd think that the two-set batsman here could do this in a doddle, but we have seen anything happen in this ECL, and we're going to see anything again as Pavel Florin is the man at the bowling crease. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're watching around the world, the bodyguard, the cult hero, Pavel Florin, is going to bowl the 8th over. Hashtag things Pavel does. Hashtag European Cricket League here for your thoughts as Pavel Florin, the Romanian. It's well beaten outside off stump was Hassan Ahmed, who didn't look like missing one until now. But Pavel Florin, his first ever dot ball in ECL cricket history. One of the most anticipated overs. This one is on the leg stump. Probably would have been a wide. Hassan Ahmed gets it away from one. And now, over a runner ball. Needing 17 off 16 deliveries as the wind picks up. Pavel Florin, imagine if you can get a wicket here. I might run down there, Phil. We'll be out of the commentary box, we'll be out there in the middle. Our man, Pavel Florin, the cricket tragic. Well flighted, it's up, it's in the air! It's dropped! It's dropped on the mid-wicket boundary! The batsman will get one! And what a moment in the ECL!
Oh, what a shame he dropped that.
That's Hussaini on the mid-wicket boundary, but of course, Pavel, he claps him, he encourages him. Pavel Florin, he says, that's okay, my teammate, the next one. What a moment here, Pavel Florin, it's very different. A crucial over to crucial time, they've thrown the ball to the Romanian, it's flying down the leg side. That will be called, but only one run, so you're going to bowl a wide, make it a good line, it's still only one run, Phil.
Pavel Florin apologising to the umpire that he bowled a wide.
Apologising to the umpire that he had to extend his arms there, did Pavel Florin. Hashtag things Pavel does. This one is well done and driven uppishly down the wicket. Pavel scampers back to the stumps. There should be a camera on Pavel at all times. Just some instructions to our crew. And he hasn't gone for a boundary, he's got 4 off 4 balls. Pavel Cam is apologising to the non-striker that he had to change signs as he's going to go around the wicket. Voice to Saini saying, this one's coming your way. Hold on to the next one. As the most nervous man in cricket, Shahrukh Nawaz faces Florin. It's wide of the off stump, not called. That's fair enough. That is fair enough. They're just an indication of the lines. He had plenty of time to go out there and hit the ball.
Very good length there from Pavel Florin.
We had a speed gun. I think Pavel would break it.
Nawaz, he knows that millions of people are watching him now, so he's getting nervous.
Needing 14 off 13 deliveries to pressure. The next ball's in. It's high. It's a full toss. It is a half the waist, but the umpire is clearly saying that it was dipping.
अरे क्रिकेट ने
Umpire's
देना
conferring
मजाक
now,
मजाक
and they've decided that's the end
No
of the
cuenta
over.
conmigo.
So, the Belflorin
क्रिकेट बता सी
going for only 5 runs off his over, and after 8 overs,
Leone
it's
dirija.
72 for 3. And what an ovation for Pavel Florin. Just apologising for the full toss there to the batsman. This one took a while to come down. This is the moment. Florin, as Saeedi came in, and Pavel, oh, I couldn't believe it. Almost broke the other leg as he jumped high. And he's disappointed there.
दाढ़ी वाली
Florin,
नहीं था
but he's always got a smile on his face. What a moment for him. A very, very humble man, a cricket lover.
Yes,
And that's
one
what the
against
ECL
you,
is
no?
all about. A homegrown Romanian player
बोला नमूना
getting
बस
a good
नहीं
ovation. Incredible. Oh, the batsman. I don't know who was more nervous. I think the batsmen were more nervous.
I think
Pavel knows that everyone loves him no matter what happens.
and Pavel just gets things done. I mean,
He gets it
he
done.
doesn't think about
He's
it.
the man. Now, where are we? They need 13 off 12 balls. This is up. There's a chance, but over for a Maximo. Vasu Saini in the wars at the start of the 9th over. Going for 6. Was pitched up. Nawaz took it on. He hit it high and got the elevation, got the distance. So, it's unfortunate you can't bowl 2 overs in a row because I'd have Florin on at both ends at the moment. As Saini, can he come back? Big swing. This game is not over. The batsman look for an overthrow. Is Natikotla shied at the stumps and hit them at the striker's end.
How long do you have to keep the ball in your hands as a keeper until it's a dead ball?
I think the rule says something about it until it's recognised that it's dead, I think, which is a fairly generic way of saying that you'll just know. The batsman now needs 7 with 10 balls remaining. We haven't seen a last over finish yet this week, Phil. Could this be the game? Perhaps, as it's close to a wide but not
Sí,
ball.
bien, son.
So back-to-back dot
If
balls.
they get 2 wickets now, then
Alguien de bonito.
we're back in the game. But like this, Navas, he's got his eye in. So let's see.
Well, he's been very hit and miss. Nawaz inconsistent. The first ball went for 6. 2 dots have followed. 7 off 9 required as this wraps him on the pad.
Backing up.
Saini cleverly deciding to hold on to the ball. They're going to scramble through for a leg by. This game looks like it could be headed for a last over finish.
दिलाला
6 runs needed.
6 runs required off 8 balls. Now that sounds easy on paper, but when you're out there in the middle with all the pressure, millions of cricket lovers all around the world can relate to this situation. Hassan Ahmed, he's batted very well to this point to compile 18 runs for pressure. As he steps across, it hits him. Doesn't look like he's interested in the leg by. Very slow to get going. That could be out. That could be out. Surely the umpire will have to go upstairs as Hassan Ahmed. He took a millennium to get going as he was struck on the pad. The ball bobbled out onto the offside. Shahrukh Nawaz was keen to come through for the leg by. Every run crucial. But Hassan Ahmed with the concrete boots on as he scampered towards the non-striker's end. The throw came in and we've seen lots of direct hits. And it looks to me like he's short. A direct hit. So very lazy cricket there by Hassan Ahmed. And he's out. He's been given. He can't believe it. Hassan Ahmed took forever to get going. Perhaps not thinking the fielder was good enough to hit the stumps.
But have we seen great direct hits in this
Have we
tournament?
seen good cricket, Phil? That's my question to you. Are you not entertained?
Absolutely.
Wherever you are around the world, are you not entertained with this cricket? It's not like the cricket you've seen before. These players are very passionate about their clubs. They want to win. They want to get a win here at the European Cricket League, representing their actual cricket clubs on the world stage and representing their countries.
Mohamed Imran, 36 years of age. He's coming onto the pitch. He's at the crease.
And he will be.
And there we see the run out again. Look at
here.
that direct
Look at
hit.
that. He kind of moved away to get out the line of the ball. Didn't want to get hit. So, 1 ball left in this over. 6 required. Swung away, but it was. That's very important that he keeps the strike as the throw comes in. And so, Philip Barkstadt, former German international. And Phil, you're a great ambassador for the game in Europe. I have to say, a lot of the European viewers enjoy your insights and commentary and explaining the game to them if they haven't watched a lot of cricket. We have our last over finish here with 5 required. 80 for 4.
He's taking responsibility. He doesn't think about it. Pavel Florin, he gets the job done. And what a story. Well, captain relying on him for the last over.
I hope you've got your internet insurance, ladies and gentlemen, because it will be broken here if Pavel Florin can somehow defend the 5 runs. They scored 84, did the Romanian champions Cluj. So with 5 required, Sharon Nawaz, the most nervous man in cricket, as he faces the bodyguard, Pavel Florin. It's outside the leg stump for height. Profuse apologies from Florin. That will be a no ball and 1 off the bat. We'll also make the next ball a free hit. To be fair, I think these are all free hits. Not so easy. Umpire didn't signal free hit there, so if the batsman knows, this ball is well flighted. It's hit back over the bowler's head. There's nothing they can do as that goes down to the boundary. And the winning runs for Brescia. So they win with 5 balls to spare. Game, set and match. Brescia will finish in 7th place. But take your hat off to the Romanian team. Great ambassadors for the world game. It's very important that cricket looks for ways to
बंद कर या कुलाव का सेलेक्ट में वगैरह कुछ ले रहा हूँ
वैसे खराब है